All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. And their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
My problems started when I was at secondary school when I was 11 years old. That was about 30 years ago. It was all different from primary school. There were lots of fights between black kids and white kids. No one was getting on. School was depressing, the classrooms were depressing, and the teachers weren't teaching me anything. They weren't willing to help me. There was a lot of depression. Other kids used to bully me a lot. I used to get into a lot of fights, but I stood my ground, and that's why I guess I was in trouble with everyone. I used to get lots of detention, so I didn't go to school. I just skived off. When I was 13, I had to see a psychiatrist because the teacher said there was something wrong with me. I remember I went into a room and there was a lot of teddy bears in the room. The psychiatrist looked at me and just laughed, and I walked out, and that was it. It was at this time I used to hurt myself. I was hitting myself in the face and punching myself in the face. I used to even cut myself. The other boys used to ask what was wrong with my face, but I didn't tell them. I used to look really rough and tired, but the teachers never asked me what was wrong or even took any interest in me. No one did anything to help me. I also had lots of problems at home. My dad had a business, but he lost it. He started to drink a lot. And when I was 15, he died because of liver cirrhosis. Ever since then, I've went downhill. I was really thin and bony. I never used to eat. When I was 18, I started getting into trouble, and that was of people living in the street and getting harassed by the police. They were following me everywhere. I got really scared because of them, and that made my head even worse, and that made me even more depressed. I wasn't sleeping, and I was hallucinating and hearing voices in my head telling me to do things. One time I even smashed up my mum's house because the voices told me to. I went to see the doctor, but he just gave me more tablets, so I started to overdose on the sleeping tablets. I haven't been right since. I was admitted to Wrekin House at New Cross Hospital when I was 19. That's when they started to give me all the injections and even more tablets. After about 2 months I discharged myself, I went home. The doctors came around even then and gave me more injections and changed my tablets again. These made me even worse, so I just told them not to come around, but they still did. They said that I needed to take the tablets and the injections. At 20, I wasn't getting on with my family. That was because of my mental health problems, and they threw me out. Eventually I found a room to live in. I stayed there for about 2 years, but people were still messing around with me and my health problems got worse. When I was 24, I took another overdose of the tablets. I had to end it all. I was alone and no one was helping me. I wanted to die. I couldn't cope with everything and no one was helping me. I went to New Cross Hospital, but they even discharged me. I was readmitted to Wrekin House. I don't know why. Even then they didn't give me any proper medication. I was there for about 2 months. After that I was sent to a nursing home because I had nowhere to live. No one helped me there either. Again, I was moved to another mental health scheme where I spent another 3 years, and from then I was moved to another mental health scheme where I stayed for 5 years. All my life I've seen lots of different doctors. They all know my problem, but none of them did anything to help. All they did was put me on lots of different medication, injections and tablets and different doses. But all of the injections and the tablets They've just made me worse. They've never helped me. The last time I attempted suicide, I think, was about 20 years ago. I haven't felt like harming myself since, because I haven't really thought about it. Even though I have a lot of problems in my life, I haven't felt as low or depressed as I was back then. I don't know what advice I would give to other people, to be honest, because I'm not really qualified. All I would say is try to sort yourself out, make plans, look after yourself, take care of yourself, think about what you want to do in life, make plans, get on with your life, and forget about what everyone else thinks. Look for help everywhere, go to different places, see as many different people as you can, because one of them will help you.